Hey, so I just real quick want to make a little video about just the differences between apple cider vinegar and Ultraboss for fly treatment. We've done both. And when we first started, we were using just the ACV in like a spray bottle. And it did work. It does work. And if this is what you want to use, it's definitely a good natural treatment. The only problem, I don't know if you agree, Abby, but we only felt like it worked while we were milking for maybe 5-10 minutes. And so the issue was that, like, you know, while we were milking, it was fine and she wouldn't have flies. But then as soon as she goes out into the pasture, she would just get covered because it would only last, it was only just a temporary treatment. So we kind of just eventually got to a point where her coat looked terrible, which was also due to her condition, but her coat looked terrible. She had really bad bites everywhere. She was literally just, her whole side was just completely covered in flies, just black, covered in flies. She had a lot of fly stripes everywhere. You can see now this is actually really good compared to what it was. It's been 2 weeks, so we've just now reapplied the Ultraboss. And I'll put a video here of us applying that. But you can see how much she reacts. Even that swelling right there is from fly bites. There's just a lot of reaction that her skin and body has to those fly bites. You can see even under her vulva here, it just gets really bad. And this is even with her being treated 2 weeks ago. We just treated her again this morning. So because we want to kind of space it out as much as possible. It is safe to use on lactating animals. It is safe for milk, but I totally understand those people who don't want to use it. We wanted to keep it as natural as possible, but we just got to the point where we felt like we were trying to keep the status of like, oh, we don't use any whatever pesticides, whatever for this, but we were sacrificing like her quality of living, her quality of life for that, and we just didn't feel like that was right. But if you don't have that many fly problems, that's fine. We are in the southeast of the US, so we just have really bad fly issues, horse flies, regular black soldier flies. We just have everything that you could imagine, and it just gets to be too much. Her calf, so this is actually a nurse calf that she has on her right now. This is not her own calf. That's actually her calf up there, the Red Angus cross, and she doesn't have that bad of a problem with the flies. So we did treat her once, but we have not treated her since then because she just looks really good. This calf obviously is fine. It's just Butter who has the biggest issues, but we really felt like Ultraboss worked the best for us. I'll put a video here of her a day or two after treatment. The day after treatment is when it's the best. She will not have a single fly on her. Not a gnat, not a fly, nothing will be on her. We are also considering doing some kind of feed through, but we kind of want to do that maybe in the spring before she calves, before she's in milk. And it kind of, I think those actually like break that life cycle because I guess the flies lay eggs in the poop or something like that, and then they hatch. So anyways, it breaks that life cycle. But for now we're fine with just doing the topical pour on. You just kind of, I'll put a video of us doing everything, but it has this little measure cup in there. I think it's 3 mils per 100 pounds. So for her, we do almost 30 mils because she's probably right under 1,000 pounds. And that works really well for us. But yeah, I mean, do whatever works for you. If the ACV works for you, then by all means do it. We were doing it for a while. But if not, know that the Ultraboss does a really great job. A lot of people swear by it. Our AI tech, who's been so helpful to us, she was the one who recommended it, and it has made the world of difference. Because the issue was, not only was it really difficult for her and affected her quality of life, when we were milking as well, when we would spray the ACV and the flies would come off of Butter, they would come onto us because we didn't have ACV on us. And it was almost unbearable. And at the time we were hand milking and it was super hot. We don't have shade in our stanchion, and it was just too much. We were covered in fly bites by the end. My arms would just be completely red, with little red dots everywhere, super itchy and uncomfortable. And it just really got to be too much. So, but the Ultraboss, because she doesn't even come into the stanchion with flies, that's not a problem. So anyways, we're very thankful to have found a solution that works for us, and we hope that you also find one that works for you.